Hello friends, good morning for me. I don't know what time you're watching this, but there's a few things going on. So obviously like my setup is way different than it normally is. I'm at my parents' house in St. Louis, Missouri, not in Austin, Texas currently, just like visiting my other family who lives here and then helping my parents get ready to move to Austin. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. I'm apologizing for my setup. I'm literally in my dad's like man cave theater space because the lighting's the best here. So that's what we're working with. But that's not what this video is about. Today, I'm talking to you guys about 5 different digital products that can make you 5 figures. I know there has been a lot of buzz about digital products, passive income, soft life. All these things are really trending right now. And I kind of want to like put my 2 cents in on them, but also share resources for you guys because I think it's super important in this economy to have more than one stream of income. If that is something you're interested in, I kind of want to like help you get your foot in the door. So we're going to talk about the 5 different digital products that you can sell, okay, that can make you 5 figures. We're also going to talk about a way to establish yourself as a small business. Today's video is brought to you by Tailor Brands. I know you guys have heard of Tailor Brands. They're all over. I see them so much on TikTok and YouTube. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about Tailor Brands today. Why it may come in handy before you guys ask, how do you tie the two together, Taylor? As you create digital products, you're going to start driving revenue. That's just obviously your number one goal in creating these products, but it's just like the name of the game, right? So you start to become a legitimate business. You definitely want things like an LLC. You want a website to host your digital products. You want a logo for obvious reasons so that people can identify your brand. Just start creating brand awareness, and all the other features that Tailor Brand offers are going to be key features for your business. This is something that I've done time and time again, create new businesses, create new streams of revenue, and need to like solidify them. So if you are one of those people that are stuck, or you're like, I don't really know how to do any of that, this platform is a one-stop shop. It's going to take care of everything for you, and it's super easy. All right, so I thought I would give you guys like a little sneak peek of what it looks like when you're on the Tailor Brands website. When I tell you they have you covered from logo to LLC, I mean that you are really able to launch your brand in minutes with this website, which I think is such a cheat code, especially for new business owners. I just remember how stressful it was trying to find all the different websites for all the different things. So really having everything in one place, as you can see, I'm like going through the elements, is just such a lifesaver and a time saver. And it really does help you build your one-of-a-kind business with this one-of-a-kind plan, because you don't see this very often. So really take advantage of this platform. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Okay, so if you're interested in Tailor Brand, I do have a discount code down below. Make sure you click it and check it out. Also, just really quickly, I just want you to know that the discount code does not work on the LLC services, okay? But other than that, the discount code is valid and it's got you covered. So if you're interested, there's a link down below. Click it and check them out. Now, let's get into the 5 digital products that you can sell that can make you 5 figures, okay? And I know this because I've done this, all right? And I've watched so many people do this as well. And people are talking about it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, no one's talking about how to do. No, people are talking about it, but I just want to also talk about it because it is something that I think has changed my life personally. And if I can help someone else progress or get out of a situation similar to what I was in, where I was kind of just running around in circles and not really gaining finances like I wanted to be gaining, it's stressful, okay? And it's annoying, and no one really wants to deal with financial issues. Everyone wants overflow. Everyone wants more money, more income, okay? And so this is a really great way to do it. So let's jump into the 5 products. I'm gonna start with number 1, which is digital courses, okay? And I am going to state that digital courses are an amazing way to drive revenue. They are great. You see so many people creating them because I think people have created this curriculum that they know that their students want. And so when you have a really solid curriculum, students who want it, and you kind of like put them together, you're gonna have a digital course that drives a really great revenue. My only slack with digital courses is it can, and I'm saying can because this is not always the truth. It can be a little time consuming depending on what state you are in your business or your transformation, I should say. Like depending on the transformation you can provide for people and how much time you spent doing it and how much time you spent testing this transformation, it can be a little time consuming at first. I personally would suggest people create smaller digital products first, kind of get their feet wet, especially if you don't have an audience that you've built up and you really don't know how it's going to be perceived. I think smaller digital products are easier because they're like quicker to make and easier to test the water with. And then usually they're more affordable. So you're not asking for this huge investment up front. You're kind of saying like, here's this thing, how you like it. And if you like it, then I can kind of pull you in, build this audience, and make this digital course. If you have something you know you're good at, you know people want it, you know you have a transformation that you can provide for people, no matter what the category is, digital courses may be right for you. That would be the first product. Again, if you are new to digital products, I would highly suggest trying one of the next 4 that I'm going to share with you first to get your feet wet so you're not like overwhelmed. Because the other thing about digital courses is for them to drive good revenue, and people don't really talk about this, but for them to drive good revenue, you really need a good marketing plan. You do, because just creating the course and putting it out isn't always good enough. You kind of need to have something driving people to the course constantly, and you need to have a system for people inside of your course. People are like, make a course and make money, and they don't tell you all of the other work that comes along with it. Now, granted, you need to market any digital product that you have, but having a higher ticket item, you kind of have to put a little bit more behind it. Moving on, product number 2 is one of my favorites. So number 2 is templates and tools. To give you some examples, I'm gonna read them on my list. There's Canva templates, platform-specific templates like Notion or ClickUp. There's calculators that will help your clients like calculate something. Just for instance, like I have a calculator in one of my courses that helps people, aka service providers, price their services, right? I have a calculator for that. It just makes it easier for them to complete that step without having to start from scratch. There are worksheets, workbook templates, slide decks, website templates, toolkits of any sort. All these things are great digital products, especially if you are a organized creative. Those are easy to make. A lot of the times, if you're already in a field, you probably have some kind of template or toolkit made already. It's such an easy digital product to just kind of like pull together and put out to the world. It's my favorite. I feel like it's like an easier one to get into, and it's very useful because everyone needs help doing something. So if you can create something that will help them get a step further, it's kind of a win-win for everyone, right? The tutorials or how-tos. Now this is, I'm gonna give you some examples, and you can obviously, I wanna say this, digital products can be interpreted in any form of way. I can almost guarantee you anybody can create a digital product in their niche. I really don't care what your niche is. I'm sure there's something that you can create. Tutorials or how-to, so there's like cooking videos, setup and DIY tutorials. For instance, like if you are really good at Flowdesk, right? Like you've noticed, like I'm really good at Flowdesk for my business. I'm great at email funnels. Creating videos showing other business owners how to set up really strong funnels is a great digital product, right? Because you know other people also need this tool just as much as you do or did or currently are using, whatever, you know what I mean? There's art and design tutorials. So if you're like a graphic designer and you're like, let me show you guys how to use Photoshop in 30 minutes, or let me show you how to create a really cool logo, or the essentials to creating a logo in blank amount of time, right? Those are really good, like quick tutorials. Music lessons if you're an artist, maybe you play the violin, teaching people violin basics, just things like that. Obviously there's way more you could do, but those are my examples. You're showing someone how to do something, and a lot of people need to know how to get things done, and so if you can fast track that for them, then of course they're going to want to invest in that. So tutorials, how-tos, really great digital product. The next one is for like my artists, digital art and downloads. So this can be digital backgrounds, prints, planners. Planners are going crazy, okay? This is like really good stuff that you probably see on people selling on Etsy all the time. Sticker designs, mock-up designs, stock photos, icons, fonts, all these things are really great digital downloads for all my digital artists. I definitely think you guys probably already have this kind of stuff, especially if you have a client base, like you're creating things for your client base. I can almost guarantee you have some of this stuff kind of just sitting, especially things like background, stock images, photographers. I know y'all got some stock images to sell, okay? Just think of those things as like things you can also sell. You can package them up, make them look presentable, and sell them for money. The stuff just sitting on your hard drive. If you are in the digital art space, those are, I feel like, easy things to jump into. Maybe you don't feel like you have the confidence to teach necessarily, because I do hear that sometimes. People are like, well, I don't really feel qualified. I'm not an expert. You do not have to be an expert to have a digital product. I repeat, you do not have to be an expert to have a digital product. That's never been a rule. What you have to do is be able to provide some kind of transformation. If there's a small problem and you have a small solution, that is worth it. So that's just another way to think of it. But let's get into number 5. Okay, the next one is paid newsletters or memberships. These two are, I put this on number 5 because this isn't going to be something that everyone's interested in. This is going to be more niche specific, but I do see a lot of people doing both of those. And I think those are different ways to offer some information to your audience, just like a different way of building a community, but still being able to give them access to information. These are less hands-off. These are not as like passive, but they can still drive great revenue. So a lot of times you'll see people have like Facebook groups and they'll be dropping links and resources and templates and things inside of this group. And then also they'll go live and like talk to them once or twice a month. And it's really good for community building. So if you're looking for a way to like really speak to your people and build relationships with your people, memberships are really great. And then paid newsletters are just a way for you to communicate something to your audience, but with value. So they would pay like a monthly fee, and then you would be sharing information maybe once a week with them. These two things I said are like not super passive, meaning like they're not as hands off as the other ones are, but they are a really great way to build community. So if you are looking to build community or like really like nurture your community, those are really cool ways to do it. So those are my 5 digital products that you can sell that will drive good revenue and potentially make you 5 figures. I hope this was helpful. Shout out to Tailor Brands for partnering with your girl on this video. If you are interested in more about digital products, I have a free masterclass helping you come up with your profitable idea for your digital product. So I know we talked about different types here. Now I want to help you for free get to the next step. So I have a free masterclass that'll teach you the 3 essential steps to finding your profitable idea. So creating that idea that's going to help you build this product to make that money, okay? If you're interested in that, a link will be down below as well. So don't forget, click the Tailor Brands link, get yourself established, and then click the link for the masterclass and get your idea for that product that's gonna get you the bag. If you guys have any questions, of course, leave them down below and I will get to them. And I will see you guys in my next video.